Couple minutes ago, he peed. Be quiet, boy. Be quiet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Aviators of Buenos Aires.
What I thought.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
You act tough. Give somebody act tough back. You see.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. First defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Except she knew about him, but he didn't.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
52 blaster.
Fire.
Green jack. Check smash. Hut, hut.
Love now. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm taking you out. Chill out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Come on.
Now Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Taking the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Well, it's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Touchdown, Packers! One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Packers 21, Aviators 10. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Here comes third down at 7.
The 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Six.
And it's third down.
Slide two. Huge yellow. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second and 9. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go.
Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Pickett now on first down. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. There he goes, left side. And into the end end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Pickett back to the air on second down. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll throw again with Pickett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett sets up play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Black shot.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First down, going to the air with Love. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On the double.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Love looking to throw it. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Love, they go play action now. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Blue striker. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
On third down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Steel, black. Striker, striker. Ready?
Now Love. That's taken in by Watson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
White, white. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
To throw now, here's Love. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Blaster, 6. Set.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
18 Cardinal, 79 Bronco.
Pickett to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
19 Lion. Mustang 19. Go.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Off play action, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The 50-yard line.
Ready,
So
set.
good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, Love to pass. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jones again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point.
I said, you got me on this one.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 45, Aviators 13. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Second down and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Yellow.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 53 yards. And the Packers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On the set.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Drill, 52. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
On the counter, here's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go now.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.